Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. We are celebrating Navaratri. We are facing 9 nights so that on the 10th, we feel light. In the past days, I've shared with you, if you are a procrastinator, to be more energetic, to invoke Devi Parvati. I've shared how we typically are self-absorbed. What my name is, how I look. And instead, we should do it for her, to be her absorbed. I also shared how we are afraid to expand, to think big. This is why Navaratri is practiced at night, for us to serve our biological mother and the mother of all mothers, our earth. We are transitioning from invoking Devi Parvati, who visually is the color of red, to Devi Lakshmi, who visually is the color pink. See my dress code? How much I practice Navaratri. Neither red nor pink, right in between. For those who are leaving tamas, that inner darkness behind, you are no longer harming yourself. You are no longer harming others. And this is why every day this week, as we are reaching our completion, I'm encouraging all of you to support our awe effort, to love our air, our water, our earth in a most direct way. Our community has raised around $55,000 for high impact charities. We still have 20 to go. More seekers are joining Meaningful Mornings than ever, especially through Instagram. This is our responsibility so that Vijaya Dashami is not just words. Vijaya means to be victorious over oneself. To not feel that you are a human, that you are ordinary, but rather that you are divine, extraordinary. This is the vision of Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata also. One of the names for the Mahabharata is Jaya. If one follows this, one becomes Vijaya. And personally, today is my father's birthday. He's 70 years old. He was born on Vijayadashami. So my grandparents named him Vijaya. So this celebration is always more special for me. In verse 22, Shri Krishna shares, I will give you what you need, and I will guard what you have. There's a powerful story where Shri Krishna teaches this to Prince Arjuna experientially. They both go to a rich man's home. And that rich man tells Shri Krishna and Prince Arjuna, who are dressed in an ordinary way, to get out. And Shri Krishna blesses that rich man with more prosperity. Then they go to a poor farmer's home. He has one cow, one calf. And that farmer does what he can to serve Shri Krishna. And as they're leaving, Shri Krishna blesses that poor farmer that his cow and calf die. And Prince Arjuna is stunned by this exchange of blessings. And Shri Krishna tries to explain to Prince Arjuna that rich man is going to get lost more in pleasure, possession, position, because that's what he depends on. And that poor farmer who felt that he needed to tend to this cow and calf, now that they're not around, he will be Ananya Chintayantaha Mam. He only has to think about me. His seeking will be more intense. And this connects then to verses 23 to 25. Whatever we depend on, we develop into. And Shri Krishna shares those who depend and so develop in a small way. He's comparing this to depend on me. Develop on me, Shri Krishna. My nature is peace. You will develop peace. The word Krishna means the one who attracts. What is most attractive? Peace. Think of a country that people immigrate into. They immigrate into countries where there is peace. In verse 26, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati. Shri Krishna shares, I do not care about what you offer. He brings this to the minimum. Leaf, flower, fruit, water. What I do care about is why you are offering. Our mandirs or temples, our communities or centers are to be the hub, the foundation for vision and lifestyle. I have been serving our mandirs and centers, etc., full-time for 15 years now, almost 15 years. And in many temples and centers that I go to, I always think, are you doing this for him, Shri Krishna, or the people? And in most cases, it's the people with the proliferation of convenience. Styrofoam is cheap. Plastic is easy. I grew up with so many garlands. I grew up with so much prasada, which is not healthy for me or even someone who's healthy. A mandir is his home. We should be doing what pleases him, not the people. And if we do, He will help people to feel pleased within. All of our Manders and Mander folks, please burn this verse into your hearts. I see it on the walls. Burn this into your hearts. And Puja Swami Chinmayananda, he has shared this decades ago. To the extent these features are absent, that is devotion, all offerings are mere economic waste and superstition breeding false beliefs. If properly done, it can serve as a good vehicle to tread the path of self-development. One more societal implication of this, going back to the walls. In so many mandirs and centers I go to, I see patram, pushpam, balam, toyam. Not in actuality. Can I see again? Do you have them still with you? Or you ate them? I see them on donor walls. You donated 5,000, 50,000, so your name can be on his wall. Many of you are the administrators that facilitate this. Many of you are the participators. Come to Chinmayadara. My name is not there either. It is only Bhagwan Radha Krishna. Isn't that reality? Lots to change if we know these details. Completing that thought. Tadaham bhakti upahritam. That devotion, that which is offered with devotion, who lives like this? Prayatatmana, only those whose minds are less gross and more subtle. Ashnami, I accept that. If it's not offered with devotion, that means it's done for pleasure, possession, position, not peace. That means you're really not offering it to me. You're offering it to the Deva, Pitra, Bhuta. So offer it. But then don't complain. Don't be a victim that you don't feel peace. Because as you depend, so you develop. Kuchela, the story I told you yesterday, Kuchela was poor, the one with dirty clothes. And how Shri Krishna accepted him, and so all he offered. The implication of this, to be a seeker, to follow Dharma, is the most inclusive path. You don't have to be rich, you don't have to be educated, you don't have to look a certain way. All you have to do is have faith. And that's why the final thought I shared with you yesterday, when you give, and that verse is coming right now, when you give, don't give logically. I'm always stunned when people think it's our custom to give 101. When they feel like giving much more, when they feel like they can give more, but they're using logic, which is holding back their faith. Verse 27, another in this series of famous and powerful verses. Yat karoshi yadashnasi, yajjuhoshi dadasi yat, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. What is the most common word in this verse? Yat. Yat in Sanskrit is singular. Just like the previous verse, Shri Krishna doesn't care what is being offered. He's bringing it down to simple living. Singular. Karoshi. In English, do. Ashnasi, eat. Juhoshi, sacrifice. Dadasi, give. Tapasyasi, burn. Kaunteya, that's all of our names. All of these verbs, tat kurushva, do them. Externally, this should be done. Internally, the feeling should be mat arpanam, that this is offered to me, the creator that flows through creation. In our Upanishad class last night, I had shared those who want to be adept at contemplation, you start by keeping Shri Krishna in mind, but then you change it to keeping the mind in Shri Krishna. First, it's sort of passive, and then it becomes immersive. The same is being shared here. You pick one verb, ashnasi. What you eat, you feel is an offering to him, but finally, karoshi means every verb. Final reflection. Arpana means to dedicate. This verse, these verses are to nurture the attitude of offering. Offer your verbs, then offer the noun. Meaning, offer what you do, that is training to offer you. There was once a great king, his name was Rahim. And when people came to him, he always gave to them, always offered. And when he gave, can you show me with your hands and eyes how he gave? Hand up, head down. Because though his hand was offering, he always felt that he's not the offerer, that he is the offerer. And what is being offered? Did he create that gold? Did he create that food? For us, in a micro sense, all gold, all food comes from the earth. Look at her when you give. Look at her when you get. From intense inspiration, you can feel that Devi Parvati, Devi Lakshmi, to application. Some recent applications where you had to bring your leaf, flower, fruit, water. See with knowledge that Sri Krishna is sharing, don't you feel more empowered? That you don't have to compete with others in terms of materials, in a secular or sacred sense. So often when there's a puja being facilitated that is materialistic, I just close my eyes and I feel him within me, because outside all are distracted. Another was for you to reflect on gifts you've given with love. Ujjwami Tejomayananda has shared, life is a gift. Your life is a gift because who gave it to you? Our earth, our divine mother. Their nature is love. Treat this like a gift. Your application for today is, please go to the Chinmaya Mission Niagara YouTube channel. There's so many cool workshops that have been recorded and shared on silence, on mentorship, on environmentalism. You have to watch one of them at least. Follow the channel, watch one. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be safe, be sound, be serene, be joy.